and welcome everybody to this week's Maternity and Midwifery Hour. Welcome. It's series 4. I can't believe it's series 4, but it is, and session 9. And we're going to be looking at disability today, and maternity care, and supporting women with disabilities to get the best out of their experience. My name's Sue Macdonald, and I am the curator of the Maternity and Midwifery Hour and the Maternity and Midwifery Festivals, and it's my pleasure to be the chair this evening. And tonight we're joined by two lovely people. We've got a lovely double act today, Trudy Williams and Cheryl Edwards, and welcome to both of them. Now, before we started, I was going to put them both on the spot to get a little moment of the week. So I'll give them a moment to think about one little thing, a little thing that's happened this week that might be a moment of the week. And I shall, as I never make myself have a moment of the week, I will have a moment of the week. And my moment of the week is, we've got blue tits nesting in a strange bottle on our patio. And I think the babies are coming out of their shells because the blue tits are going to and from, back and forth. They're so busy, and it's just so lovely because you can hear little tiny tweetings in this strange jar that they've chosen to have their babies in. And I have to say, I think women are much more sensible, because they choose, if they're going to choose their home, they wouldn't choose a very tiny confined set space, I don't think, anyway. So that's my moment of the week. Now, Trudy or Cheryl, do you have just one little moment of the week? Doesn't have to be big.
Well, I think that the weather is the winner here. It's a moment of the week. We've had so many weeks of rain, and it was half term last week, and both Cheryl and I are mums to 3 children. So being able to get outside with the children, play games in the half term week, just at the right time, has been brilliant.
Fabulous. That's a super actually moment of the week, because this is happening to a lot of people, having a bit of sunshine. It is amazing how it does lift your spirits, isn't it? So fabulous. Thank you for finding that moment. That was great. I'm sorry to put you on the spot. I'm very mean as the chair. Now, as you'll know, anyone who's a regular viewer here, you'll know that these hours were set up in response to the COVID-19 pandemic as a means of giving midwives, student midwives, doulas, maternity care support workers, aspiring midwives. I know we have quite a few people who fit into that category, and also other professionals who want to know more about maternity care, is to give them an opportunity to have lots of information, to have a connection, and to have some CPD, continuing professional development, over that period of time when it was so difficult because people were so pressed at work. They didn't have the time to maybe read in-depth journals, or certainly weren't, our ability to go to face-to-face conferences and festivals actually had to come to a stop anyway with the lockdown. So this was a way of just getting our connections going. And it's been a fantastic resource, because as many of you will know, every one of these sessions is recorded. So we have to hope our hair and our lipstick's looking okay. And that's because it's kept for a long time, so that if you miss any bits of this, or you think, oh, I need a friend of mine to see this session, it's all available through Netflix. Fantastic for your CPD, fantastic if you've got an assignment that you've got to work on, so that's for you students. And also for those of you who are looking at revalidation, and you need to sort of just update yourselves, this is perfect, and they're all accessible, free. If you want to get little packages, there are also ways of getting it packaged for a small fee as well, so that's really useful. So check out Netflix, maybe after today, or maybe at the end of the day. Now, just a little bit about what's happening in the world at the moment. The vaccinations are going apace. I can't believe how fantastic our NHS is, how many vaccinations are going out to people, and we're really even hitting the younger people now. Fantastic. We're still in a pandemic, obviously, and there are still travel restrictions. There's still the masks, there's the social distancing. And we want to send some love and thanks to all our NHS workers and supporters, and to everyone in the maternity services who are still working so hard, because even if one bit of the NHS is busy, it has a sort of fallback on all of the bits. So we know that, and we want to say a big thank you to everyone, and also love and support to people who are going through COVID at the moment, patients, families and friends. So love and support to you. I also want to say now on the news, a quick happy birthday to Jenny Clark, Jenny the midwife, a good tweeter, who is known to you viewers, I know, because she's done a couple of sessions on the hour. Just to remind you that the NICE induction guidelines, and that's been in the news because there's a really good paper from Hannah Darlin in Australia, which you might want to read before you make any response to the guidelines, that it closes on 6th of July, and the link is in the resources that are available online now. And in relation to other things that are going on, Monday was Home Birth Day. The ICM, International Confederation of Midwives Congress, is still underway, so still some really good things going on there. And there's also a new maternity and midwifery hub, which is got full of lots of information, legislation, all sorts of things. Do check that out. That's available. There's quite a quick link on the Maternity and Midwifery Forum situation, Facebook, whatever. Now, on a sad note, and some of you will know about this, I'm sad to report the death of Dr. Marie Enkin, who many of you will have heard of as one of the authors of the Effective Care in Pregnancy and Childbirth. Everyone knew it as the ECPC, and he was a real friend to midwives and midwifery, and a real trailblazer with that, and he died sadly this week. So rest in peace, Murray. When you see the images of him, he looks such a wonderful person, and he did some wonderful work. Also, there's a new report from the Health and Social Care Committee, all about workforce burnout in the NHS and social care. And some of you might be feeling a bit of that. So you might not want to read the whole report, but there are recommendations which you might want to have a look at. And again, the link is on the resources page, and we maybe get someone to talk about some of the recommendations and some of the evidence that went into that report. This is very interesting. So do have a look at that for the links. Oh, I feel as though I've been racing along with that, but I'm very keen to give Trudy and Cheryl as much possible time for their session this evening. So I am jumping and skipping a little bit, because tonight we're going to be looking at the care and support of women who have disabilities, how we can really make sure they get the care and the support they need during pregnancy and afterwards in their early parenting and parenting experience. And we're going to an innovative and award-winning scheme with our wonderful double act, Trudy Williams, who is a maternal medicine specialist midwife, who's passionate about equalities and a real tweeter and designer, and thought about this service, I think back in 2016, unless I'm much mistook. And Cheryl Edwards, who's a principal occupational therapist. They're both from St George's Hospital, and they've both been working with clinics. Well, I'm not going to go into all the things they do because they're going to tell us all about it. So welcome to Trudy and Cheryl, and the screen is now yours.
Thanks for watching this video from the Maternity and Midwifery Forum. For more expert opinion and analysis, hit the button below to subscribe.